The most honest voice in skateboarding, Mr. Gary Rogers. Gary, we've got 10 of the best in the world out here today. As we said, a completely sold out crowd. They want to see them all put it down. Nyjah Huston, the king of the streets, the star power, the magnitude of this young man cannot be overstated.
That's true. It's funny, like when you say king of the streets and we're in a contest right now, he literally is the top street skater in the world too, like when his parts come out. So I know everybody's just kind of nervous right now, but y'all just got to tap in and do what you got to do.
And there's a look at this fantastic course built out here.
And there's like 4 NPCs.
In Shanghai, China. And there we see Nyjah Huston. Last year, we saw it was the year of Nyjah going 2 for 2 gold. We begin in X Games Sydney. It was really a walk in the park.
Imagine getting beat by a man in leggings. Actually, them like the long basketball socks. I get that.
White on white on white. And then earlier in the summer at X Games Minneapolis, he did get pushed.
And then low-key the skirt, but he still went. Hey, he did it, yeah. He actually felt the pressure on that one, so.
And back on top, because if you remember, Kelvin Hoefler had briefly the gold medals here at Summer X, and he was able to take it away. One guy to keep your eyes on, though, young Jagger Eaton, 17 years old, skating so well, took a silver at X Games Minneapolis last year.
If Nyjah ever wins the lottery and just doesn't skateboard anymore, I feel like Jagger will be in that place, low-key, just how he skates.
So look at that dragon feature. We'll see if any of the skaters utilize that obstacle in today's final. 10 athletes from 5 different countries. We've got 2 rookies in the field, Jake Ilardi and Ivan Monterio. Nyjah Huston, as you see, in search of that 10th street gold medal. And don't count out Yuto Horigome, who's been so good. It's a great time to be Yuto, just turning pro with Shane O'Neill's April Skateboards. He's our top-ranked qualifier.
Yuto looks good out there too. He's got a trick that if he gets it, I'm gonna be hyped for him, for real.
10 skateboarders out here today, 3 45-second runs each. We count the single best score. Let's take a look at our start list for the day. We talked about Nyjah and Jagger, certainly Yuto, our top-ranked qualifier. How about a name maybe as a wild card that we're not talking about that fans should keep their eyes on?
Definitely that kid, Vincent Milou. Obviously, he's from Bologna del Toro, so he's got monster all in him. He's actually got a really good trick selection, bro. Like, so don't be shocked if he clicks in and ends up on some podium.
So we're getting ready to set this thing
and
off
also that
here
Jake
in Shanghai, China.
He's a vert. Hey, I don't think it's fair, but it's fine.
Oh, Jake Ilardi.
Yes.
Yeah, he's looked so good on the transition in practice. Here's Luan Oliveira, who had to qualify in. He was the last guy to get in, so he's the first to drop in here in the final.
The style is just, that's the joy. And I think people forget that Luan really got that transition. To see something sketchy is rare for him, but that 270, switch 270 front heel.
This is Luan's 15th X Games appearance. He's got 5 medals, yet to earn gold, though, in this event.
A lot of flip tricks, super dangerous as far as his format goes, but he don't care because he has flip tricks out of. You seen that, like that front half cap flip on that pyramid? How the board literally comes to his feet and switch heel up. That's ice. That's not a small gap.
Yeah, it's not just the pop, but it's where he catches the board post flip that impresses you the most.
And he's kind of low, but you're really supposed to be like squatting. Like he's got enough control to like roll away from that. So that's impressive.
So we take another look at his first run.
Look at that bulge too.
I don't know if fans at home can appreciate that gap.
Yeah, they can't. That's like a lot of spots in skateboarding. You can't really tell how dangerous they are, or crazy they are, but like this little gap right here is not as small as you think.
So a 71.66 for Luan, the bar officially set here in the final. We move on to one of our 2 X Games rookies in the field, Ivan Monteiro, out of Brazil. 21 years old, looked really good in our elimination on his way to getting here.
He didn't think I could dunk earlier today, so I had to show him, dude.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
you were able to find a ball. I know you were looking for a basketball.
It was a little mini ball, like for arcade game, but I dunked.
Counted nonetheless.
Yeah. Oh, the 270. Now, I'm not a huge fan of the way that trick looks, but that's difficult. So the 270 out, 270 lip, 270 out. Tray flip lip side. No side, big spin. So what he was working on earlier is actually working for him. Bro, he snapped his whole fronts. That's crazy. Brand new teeth the next week. Mouth shining. Oh, no! That Trey nose blunt.
He was putting one together, Gary, and we should say it is his X Games debut. He's only 21 years old, but he does know his way around his contests.
Yeah,
a couple of first place at Damn Ams a couple of years ago.
Yeah, he don't got those I'm on a big stage nerves. He really like,
right.
I busted my fronts. I got new teeth. I don't care. I'm shining.
Yeah, a bad crash at Street League World Championships earlier this year at Rio left him with bad front teeth.
Buckle.
But he got that grill fixed.
For sure. If I had teeth like him, I wouldn't even have a grill.
So Ivan Monteiro, 76.66. Even with the fall at the end, a decent score.
Yeah, definitely.
So we move on to our other rookie in the field, Jake Ilardi. And as you said, has that vert background. Nobody is hitting the transition like 22-year-old Jake.
Yeah, he's actually not using it as like for like some blunt to fakie or anything else that the guys are doing. He's actually flying above coping with his trick, so that's a little bit look. As Danny Way told me, that's at a varial indie grab. I thought it was a big flip indie.
The Danny Way.
The Danny Way.
Say it with some
Not,
respect.
No,
Put some
Danny
respect
Way.
on it, please.
Yeah, the Danny Way. Coming through with a little backside grab with the kickoff. Feeble up the rail. Oh, see, that's, bro, that's that unfortunate type stuff. Big spin from blunt fakie. He's also ready too then. But that feeble could tell like his nerves kind of got to him. Oh, turn up there.
And as you said, Jake Ilardi, again, just like Ivan, making his X Games debut. Let's not forget, he had a second place finish at Tampa Pro just a couple months ago.
Yeah, so definitely geared for competition and all that. That's not fair though, bro. Like that vert, when you a vert kid and you actually like commit to street.
Let me ask you, how much do the judges take that into consideration because he does it so much differently than anybody else?
They don't, because he's actually mixed. I feel like they don't. They just look at him for what it is. They're like, that's cool. That's good points that he can add.
That's an overall impression, but he's not getting bonus for that.
Yeah, he's not. Well, for those tricks, definitely, because they're the most different on that obstacle, which is big, and you see the crowd like it or whatever, so they have to make sure they pay attention to that. He looked like Lacey Baker, just a little bit. Just a little bit.
68.66 for Jake Ilardi. He'll get 2 more cracks at it out here on this course. We're just getting started in this men's street final. More from Shanghai when we return.
非常荣幸今天能在上海 X Games 的现场能够给大家带来滑板的解说。可以说今天这几个滑板基本上是力量最强的比赛。没错，目前在全世界范围内都在男子滑板街式的道具上，你能想象到的最厉害的滑手，今天已经齐聚上海。是这样的，Yuto，看到昨天比赛的发挥非常的厉害。今天我看到练习的时候，有做一些可能性，但你别忘了昨天Nyjah没有参加昨天的比赛。
The world's biggest action sports festival returns to the land of 10,000 lakes.
Great Odin's Raven! Yes! Oh my God!
360! Oh my God!
This event always pushes the boundaries of progression.
X Games Minneapolis, August 1st through 4th. Get your tickets now at xgames.com/tickets.
We're 3 skaters into our first run of the Skateboard Street men's final here at X Games Shanghai, and it's the rookie Monterio leading the way with that 76.66, but we move on. Vincent Milou, 22 years old. It's his 3rd X Games appearance, Gary.
Yeah, I just like the dudes. I like his fakey tricks that he tries, and obviously just a cool dude too. He's trying to talk a little mess earlier, but we good. We good. See that kickflip board fakie right there on that long rail. Switch one took him a little long. Yeah, coming a little faster. Killing your time, son.
You only got 45, Vincent.
Oh, the kick from front lip. That's not, skateboarding does that to you. Like you'll land something and you be low-key excited and your adrenaline doesn't let you get the right flick. See, he's dealing with the fact that he kind of barely got the kick from front lip, you know, feeling confident. He's like, you usually just do one trick or a line, so.
And can you get a sense from a lot of these guys in this field, because you skate with all of them, you've been out on the course all week long during practice, their mentality when they do fall on a trick early in their run, if and when they decide to pull the ripcord and just say, you know what, the hell with it, I've got 2 more runs, let's just move on.
But most guys, since it's the finals, you can see them like, all right, I gotta see what I can get out of this. See how he kind of came on the bottom of the rail? He wasn't feeling, so naturally he was like, whoa, all right, I low-key did this. Good back Smith grind.
32.66, that's not what Vincent Milou was looking for. He'll get 2 more attempts, though, to try and get better.
Oh, so they not doing falls. They not with the fall. 32?
Yikes.
That kickflip backboard fake should have gave him a 40 off rip. All right.
Dashawn Jordan, he skated so well in elimination. He's here in his 5th X Games appearance, still looking for that first podium.
See that back foot on that back overcut mess with him, I can tell. Front board fake. He's been working on his kickflip for sure. We was doing a couple in the parking lot. So the homie got his kickflip low-key water. Yeah. 270 lift fake.
Closing in on 10 seconds for Dashawn's first run.
Bro, what in the world is going? That's not a fall. That's a walk-off home run. Oh, that's that black top. Almost went all the way up the big rail. Anybody else would like came up that little, that was that black pop.
Dashawn looking good early.
Also coming on the bottom of the rail, I told you it's those nerves on your board. I'm telling you. They gonna give him a 2.
Dashawn's been a top 10 guy, trying to get into the podium, a 42. So certainly not the run he was looking for.
That's gonna be huge when he go up that rail though. That's gonna be crazy. That rail is not little. Everybody likes it. Everybody's talking about the rail. Like when they were talking about the course, I was like, how y'all like it? They were saying like the rail is high enough. They like that.
20 years old, Yuto Horigome, our top-ranked qualifier, just announced as a pro for Shane O'Neill's April Skateboards, and he's looked so clinical on this course this week, Gary.
Yeah, see that half cab front. He's also doing the feeble fakie. And then tricks that nobody else, somebody will do a tray flip today. You'll see a kick flip lip today, but you're not finna see that nollie cab lip. And then tray 50. Dang, he must be doing good.
He is in a zone right now, Gary.
Oh, and Yuto has a transition vert background, bro. He is a monster.
Oh, no! Everything about that run was money up until that point, Gary Rogers.
Wow.
Why does he make things look so easy?
I don't know, because that's hard. And then he actually tray 52 trucks. That's what I call it. That's that nollie Corey Kennedy. He did that to open up his part.
What happened there?
He basically was leaning too far forward, just slipped out. But he looks like he was tired. If you see him breathe when he gets on his back, he wanted to make sure that that was his last run that he had to try on. But
ooh, that's a preview of what's to come.
Yeah, if he gets that later, I'm calling it done because that's one of the most rare tricks in competition. So you gotta, the judges gotta put a lot of appreciation on that.
An 84 Yuto.
But
well, he's won this event twice before. Kelvin Hoefler, he's got 2 gold medals in this event. We caught up with him a little bit earlier to get his thoughts on this course.
I like a lot this course because it's super different the other ones. It's really fun like to skate. Yeah, it is like one of the best parks I ever skate. The most part that I like is like the dragon, you know, like the rocks, like all the little stuff, you know. I like that type of stuff, you know, so yeah.
Y'all sure we should have got his? I'll just
Kelvin Hoefler finally got that X Games invite in 2017. He won gold. Then went to Norway last year, won gold. Minneapolis, a bronze. And then in Sydney, a silver. He's never not podiumed since he started skating at X Games.
I didn't really, just when he did that backside flip, switch front crook, the alley-oop way, it was, you know, bronze wasn't what he needed, but it's what he got. Oh, starting right there. See, he wasn't doing none of this early. He was for sure waiting until it started. Back on the nose grind, I was so hyped with it, I couldn't even talk. All I do is talk. What you mean?
He's got the credential flare out there just to let security know he's where he's supposed to be.
Ooh, by the hairs. That's not a fall. It low-key is. Deduct. Deduct.
Last 10 seconds for Kelvin on his first run.
Nose blunt fakie. Oh. Yeah, he wasn't doing none of that in practice. So
you know, I asked you because I was in the booth earlier while you were at the last minutes of practice, and I said, how was Kelvin? And you said,
he did. Yeah, it didn't look like he cared or something. He was just like, I'm here. I just got to. But then
he's a showman, man.
But I told you he was going to bust out when the fake trigger on everyone. You know what I'm saying? He did it. Big, look, so.
So even with that, a score of 78, good enough for second place. Kelvin Hoefler, we're 7 skateboarders in to our 10-man final. Still just 3 skateboarders left to go, including that man, Nyjah Huston, on his quest for a 10th Skateboard Street gold medal. He's medaled in his last 14 X Games appearances, and his first medal coming in 09 at age 14. Quite simply, he is the king of the streets.
It's all about street tonight, mega contest. Defending gold medalist from X Games Minneapolis, Kelvin Hoefler.
How you gonna just have cab, back 5-0, 180, switch blunt, 270? That's what makes him good in a contest like this. He's doing tricks nobody else is going near.
Wow. is ensured another gold medal as he wins X Games Norway.
X Games Minneapolis 2018. It's the Monster Energy Men's Skateboard Street Final. Nyjah Huston, 16th X Games appearance. He's won this event 7 times, but the last win coming in 2016 in Oslo, Norway.
Ooh.
Oh.
He just did it.
Back on top. It's been a while, Nyjah, but welcome back to first place.
Welcome to Sydney X Games. The first X Games in Sydney. It's Nyjah Huston. Starting off with a backside Smith grind.
Straight into a kick for frontside broadside across the thumb box right there. Kick for frontside Smith grind.
Oh! Nyjah Huston takes the gold medal here at X Games Sydney. Woo!
Who is going to catch Nyjah and potentially dethrone him from that gold medal? He hits the course when we return here in Shanghai.
OK， 好，欢迎回到我们的男子街式决赛的现场。现在是回放的刚才的几位选手的高光时刻，非常帅的几个动作。尤其是Yuto这个非常难的动作，在落地的时候失误了，应该他在下一个就找回来了。
We welcome you back to our new home here in beautiful Shanghai, the largest city in China. And today it plays host to the 10 best street skateboarders in the world. We're in the middle of run number 1 here in our street men's final. Yuto Horigome leading the way, picking up right where he left off, Gary, in eliminations. He's got the top
What a fall,
spot.
too. So that tells you how good his run was.
We turn our attention now to Jagger Eaton, 18 years old, out of Mesa, Arizona, riding for Plan B. Was 4th place in Sydney, but took a silver medal last year in Minneapolis. I know you've been spending a lot of time with Jagger on this trip. I actually saw him in the gym this morning. He was getting after it.
Yeah, you said he was playing the Rocky music in the...
I thought he was training for an Ironman. He was not messing around.
That's
but
the triathlon?
yeah, that's right.
Oh, okay.
He had finals on his mind in the fitness center at the hotel this morning.
Finals on his mind.
But this was not the run he had on his mind.
For sure, no. You can throw this one away, but he will turn up. He will. Good backsmith.
Jagger has the distinction still as the youngest competitor in X Games history in 2012. He wasn't even 11 and a half years old when he competed at Skateboard Big Air. That's been really neat to see his evolution as a Grom skater in Big Air, really now cutting his teeth on the street side.
And put in a couple of street clips recently too. He had like a Red Bull 5 and 5. I mean, he just showed he could do it. Those weren't like him actually trying or nothing, but he just got, he said he got those clips. He said he filmed in 4 days or something like that.
Yeah, he was featured in Skaters and Cars, the most recent episode with Chris Naracco. Give it a watch on xgames.com.
Yep. I actually watched that. I don't know what I was doing that day to make me watch. Y'all should watch it. But I'm honest, I don't know why I was watching it, but I watched it.
You're a company man, but you consume everything that's skateboarding.
Yeah.
Shane O'Neill, 29 years old, in his 16th X Games appearance. Simply put, he's arguably the most talented skateboarder on the planet. He's yet to win this contest, though, here.
I don't know about arguably, because is the word. Like, Nyjah be winning, but Shane is like the best. You know what I'm saying? Well, actually, when it comes to parts, like his tricks and his parts are just like nobody finna do. I don't know, bro. You can't really find, you can't define the best skateboarder ever, actually.
Tough to do a trick without a board. Real quick, obviously this is a
Bro,
throwaway.
my eyes are just open. I don't even know. You know, rocker.
This is a throwaway
It's all
for
good.
Shane O'Neill. We're just a couple of weeks from when he debuted the launch of his own brand, April Skateboards. That's really, it's
said
taken
his foot
skateboarding
hurt.
by storm.
He said his foot hurt. You see that crook nollie flip? Why did we not throw respect on that? He actually got tech on the hub, but nobody was hitting except for Tom yesterday.
What happened here?
He said, nah. He said, I ain't doing it. Look, he said, I ain't going for it. Forget about it.
There's a couple ways to go downstairs. That's
23,
not
he
one I
loves
would
Jordan.
recommend.
He likes Mike, he loves Jordan, so that's accommodating.
That's 23.66 for Shane O'Neill.
Nah, you not no way. Well, you can't give him no 23 after the crook nollie flip down the hubba. I don't know. What
Judges are not giving out
not
free
doing
lunches here today.
Nah, yeah, that
Here
really-
is Nyjah Huston, our defending gold medalist in his 18th X Games appearance in search of his 10th gold medal in the discipline.
See, I don't hate on people continuously winning. Obviously, I'm a Warriors fan. So if he gonna keep winning, I ain't hating. You gotta beat him.
He's not just the best in this event, he is arguably X Games' biggest superstar, period, end of discussion. And he's looked like this from the first time he stepped foot on this course.
You should have
Gary.
seen the little kid. I know we're not talking about that big spin that he just did over that bank to bank, but you should have seen the kids. They can't say, I'm talking about the people. Oh, that fall was kind of tricky. Little slippy slip. They're going to AirPod, pick your AirPod up, pick your AirPod up. There, AirPod on the ground. But yeah, the kids can't speak English at all here in Shanghai. And they say Nyjah. I don't want to disrespect. I am Nyjah. You know, for the sign and stuff, that's all they know. So
Nyjah is universal.
definitely has established himself around the world, which I can say I'm proud of that he did that. That fall was confusing. Go get your air. Ain't nobody his homie like, bro, you got one AirPod in.
You know as well as anyone, Norway, when you were skating and you lost your grill out on the course.
Come on, bro. Don't talk
You
about what I do
understand
wrong.
what
I
it
don't
means
take
when
L's.
somebody
Hey,
loses things out on
bro,
the course.
you see me going through the crowd. I lost my grill with a diamond in it, bro. I had a diamond on my tooth. Like I had this little 3-piece. And a kid sent it, the homie Matt sent it back to me. He sent me my grill back.
Unreal.
He found it in that crowd of like, what do we have, like a couple, like 1,000 people in there?
Well, yeah, that was amazing. That
Oh,
you
he
were
got
able
his
to get it back.
AirPod. He got
So
one
Nyjah was
homie.
able to get it. So Nyjah's first run, everything looked textbook until the end there. So
Then he dealt with me looking at a textbook.
he's not dusting away the competitive field like we're accustomed to seeing. A 79 though. Gary, even with that, he's in second place. Nyjah Huston trying to defend his gold, but he sits in second place with run 1 officially in the books.
X Games China 的官微就是叫做 X Games China 如果你关注了我们的官方微博的话，你可以在微博平台上看到更多有关我们比赛活动的现场的信息。特别感谢战马，我们这里的 One Horse 把 X Games 带到上来。最终决赛的第1轮已经全部结束，后面还有2轮的机会。那目前的排名呢是 Yuto 以80分的高分排在第1位，随其后的就是Nyjah Huston， 也是今天夺冠的2位热门的选手分别排在第1和第2位。那么第3名是巴西的 Kelvin Hoefler， 其实比分都很接近的刚才Hoefler是78分，Nyjah是79分，然后第1位的Yuto是80分，领先的第2位就每个人只差1分，前3名其实每个人只差了1分。
Run 1 in the books here at the Skateboard Street Men's Final at X Games Shanghai. A look at the Fan Festival Village. We even got snowboarding out here, Gary.
I didn't. Where's that at?
You ready to strap in?
No.
Have you ever?
Nah, bro. The only time I went to snow, I put a skateboard, like, you know how broke people do. I put a skateboard, and I'm like, yeah, we went down the hill, it don't work.
That's Gary Rogers. I'm Brandon Graham, and the GOAT, Danny Way, joins us here in the booth. Danny, thank you for taking time out of your day to come through.
It's my pleasure, man.
I wanted to be the GOAT, but I forgot he came in here.
Yeah.
Took all my
Mind your P's and Q's now, man.
The goats. There's a bunch of goats around this place.
Dude, you flew. Never mind. Go ahead.
Run 2. We kicking off here at the Skateboard Street Men's Final. Yuto Horigome after 1 leading the way with a point over Nyjah Huston. Both of them had falls, going to make things interesting on run number 2. Here's Luan sitting in 5th place.
Ooh, kickflip.
Entry trick.
Tray flip. Style points, bro.
Flip out of that blunt.
You know, Danny, Gary and I constantly say no one flips their board, at least in this field, quite like Luan Oliveira. Your thoughts?
I'm on the same page with you guys. This guy's a flip master, and he will take all the risk in the contest, flipping his board more than anybody.
So that's for sure a risk.
Look at that. Oh, real bite.
So final 10 seconds for Luan. I think he's going to hold off and wait for that 3rd and final attempt.
I told you he was about to do that. I told you. Yeah. He ain't tried it ever the whole weekend.
He had that too, just a little wheel bite, but
too much stomp. He got too much stomp. He also got, look, he got the feather feet, and then he got too much stomach. He's like, give me this.
I mean, that was a pretty solid catch.
Yep.
Doesn't get any closer than that, really.
For real. Still locked in that flip contract, huh? Louis got up out of there. Everybody got up out of there. He's still on it. I mean, hey, man, he's putting on. Shout out to Flip. They've been doing it for years. I got love for Flip.
Yvonne Monteiro just outside of podium position right now. Looked really good on his first run. One of our 2 X Games rookies in the field trying to clean up that 76.66.
Oh, feedback Smith. I used to love that trick when I was younger. Then the homie roasted me for doing it all the time right when I learned it, so I stopped doing it. Oh, he did that so late and gross.
Yeah, that wasn't.
He did that so late and gross. But that trick is hard.
That trick is hard.
Sketchy on the no side big spin, but for him, you can tell he's not nervous. He's ready for this. It's like kind of like the Kelvin aspect, like Brazilian rock star. Actually, he's low-key Kelvin before he got on Monster.
So final 5 for Yvonne.
Oh, he did it.
Oh, he got his tray nose blind.
Not the tray nose blind.
Yikes.
I would deduct for that 270 lip 270. That's it. But tray flip nose blunt is heavy on that. That real big.
Yvonne Monteiro with the ender.
Contest run tricks these days are mind-blowing.
Look, he rolled for like 1, 2.
Yeah, you better be careful. I know you might get penalty for.
He rolled all the way to the ramp and then to the back knee.
Yeah, he would have been better off just like.
That's crazy.
Just straight.
Yeah, just the 270 lip and it came back. But I told, it's all good. To each his own.
That was just.
Yeah, that was
beautiful.
Yeah, that was turned up. That was turned up.
That's. Never would have thought you would see the day where guys would be smashing tricks like that in the middle of contest runs. That's for sure.
An 85, Yvonne Monteiro jumping up into first place.
Dang.
I was going to say, don't leave Felipe hanging.
That's Team Brazil over in
I was
that
like,
corner,
you get kicked out of Brazil quick. You don't leave him hanging.
Yeah, those are reserve seating right there for Brazil.
Jake Ilardi sitting in 6th place, trying to replace that first run score of 68.66. Danny, you see, there's not an empty seat out here. You hear the roar of the crowd. The appreciation of these skateboarding fans here in China cannot be overstated.
No, I was just out there in the crowd, and man, these are some diehard fans, man. They're loving it right now. You know,
they be on and on at everything that's good. They make sure they let you hear it, so that's cool. I can respect that. Good energy from that crowd.
Yeah, for sure. Whoa. There's not a seat anywhere.
But you remember, Gary, like when we're in Norway, obviously it's under the roof, but it seems like it's a much more almost respectful crowd, like a kind of a theater crowd.
Yeah, like
great applause, they appreciate it, but you don't hear the noise like we're hearing in Shanghai.
If you can get this crowd to bless your maneuvers, you're on the right track.
Right.
You're not.
Well, that's because it's sunny always in Norway. They be seeing them all day ripping like these. You know, Shanghai is our first one here, so they're like kind of like more so happy that we out here, and then they appreciate the skate too.
Ilardi trying to come to the
What
party
you mad for?
on
Get
that
up, bro.
last trick. Wasn't able to stay on his board. Take one more look.
You just turned up. You good?
He did. Give this guy, give himself a break.
Yeah, Max, what you over here concentrating for? I mean, you ain't got first place with it, but you know what I'm saying? You did your thing.
That wasn't a bad little run.
That wasn't bad at all. Nah, you got to be hard on your. Oh God, bro.
These judges are.
We might lose Gary to the judges booth just to ask some questions.
I got to give him a break. It's hard. 5 seconds.
Yvonne Monteiro, the X Games rookie, has the lead in the final here at X Games Shanghai.
现在我们看到的画面还是刚才的第2轮的精彩的一些回放啊，可以看到这个 event 的大分 nose run 非常的完美落地啊，他的分数提高到了85分啊，也对 Yuto 的代价有不小的压力，现在比分已经拉开到5分以上，5分在决赛端。超越一半的85分的话，相信也要完美的完成它的轮次。首先，然后还是要加入到更高的难度之后呢，才可以挑战到一半目前的85分的高度。啊，第1名和第2、第3个差距已在5分以上。我们可以看到现在比赛的现场，所有的座位无一虚席，座无虚席啊，可以说座无虚席，还有很多滑手没办法上到观看台。对，因为今天我们在这里举行的是 X Games 上海2019男子街式的总决赛。好了，今天的比赛也是代表着滑板运动当中。
Home to over 26 million people, and now the X Games. We welcome you to the inaugural X Games Shanghai. We're in the middle of Run 2 here in the Skateboard Street men's final.
I heard there's multiple cities, like 20 million plus. That's crazy, bro.
Brandon Graham alongside that voice you just heard, Gary Rogers, along with the man who's responsible for a big part of why we're here and what X Games has become, Danny Way. There you see Leticia Buffoni, part of the Brazilian contingency. Gold medal performance yesterday on the women's side. That was very impressive.
I used to call her Leticia Buffioni.
And that was intentional.
I used to call her Leticia Buffioni.
You had no idea.
I had zero idea.
So Vincent Milou trying to replace that 32.66.
Yeah. Kickflip back. Bro, that is so hard. Bro, come in a little faster, but
people only knew how hard this stuff really is. These guys are making it look so easy.
Wow, kick from front lip. You got to go all the way over the rail with your kickflip.
In a contest round.
That used to be a part ender.
For sure. Most of what you see out there today is that.
A lot of sketchiness, so they'll deduct for that, but he's got hard tricks in his run.
Yeah, Danny, there used to be such a division, right, once upon a time between how you would film for a video part and the tricks that you were looking for versus what you think you can do in a contest. The lines are getting so much more blurred.
Guys are just, yeah, that switch big was legit.
Switch big board for him. Front something up. Front do it. He did the front side do it.
Yeah, you never would have thought that these guys, you know, that these guys would master these tricks to a point where they could bust them out on command in a contest run. Like, you know, it's the evolution of skateboarding is. It doesn't surprise me, but it's just baffling to see how far it's.
You know,
progressed.
it's funny when you say it doesn't, because you just up there still with it.
Right.
Helping it progress for your own field as far as being, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's, you watching it go crazy while making it go crazy.
Yeah, nothing surprises me on the skateboard progression though. I just accept it's going to keep going and going and going.
83 for Vincent Milou. So he takes care of business on his second attempt and jumps all the way up into second place.
It's a big jump from the 32.
It's like, all right.
Dashawn Jordan did not look comfortable right out the gate on his first run. Looks a lot different right here on run 2.
Oh, I think that's the first one he's bailed all weekend. Laser flip.
Yeah, Danny,
He missed one earlier.
You saw it.
Yeah, that's right.
He skated so well in elimination, and I don't know if it's nerves or what, but not the same performance we've seen thus far.
It's flip tricks, and that's why Luan gets high score, because when you flip your board, you're literally taking a chance. It's not connected. You're not holding on to it. It's literally a chance. I rock it when you come out forward on that trick. Going to fakie is hard too, but
That was
Bro, this is the biggest rail in the park. Nobody even is touching that. You see Luan kickflip it next to it, but board slide up that or anything difficult. He a little upset about it, but get it down in that next one. It's looking good.
He's got one more, and he's definitely got the capability to come back for sure.
Yeah, he's got the skill set. He's got the line. Just has to put it
beautiful.
together.
Ooh, he did his thing on that one.
Glued to that grip tape.
But that rail is huge, boy. Golly.
He tried to go up the other rail too.
The handrail, I know.
Like, what? This guy's on one.
What do you think Nyjah just said to him?
How's last place feel right now? I'm about to win. Probably. That's what I would have said if I was Nyjah at the time. Nah. He's probably like, you got it. You just gotta. He told him like that laser flip. I can't believe I'm listening. I was trying to help him out.
Nyjah was like, you should have been in the gym training with me this morning.
Nyjah ain't trained. You see this gut?
Dude, I was at the gym with him this morning. I got him on a little.
That was his first time there, man.
Hey, it might be, but I think he sees the light potential here, staying in the gym program.
So Yuto was leading this thing earlier in the contest. Now he's in that bronze medal spot. Steps off the board early on this run, and it's falling apart for him. This will be a throwaway.
Well, he's probably going to try that Nollie 270 tail again. Oh, yeah. He's failing on tray flips. He's either nervous or don't care.
It's hard to get that motivated after you've had a couple of falls, you know. It's like the energy of commitment starts to dissolve a little bit.
A little bit.
Your thoughts on his recent video part that dropped with April?
Water. The whole thing.
How was that?
I liked every trick. I was juiced. I knew it though. When he came on, I was like, oh yeah, finally something with a not blind logo first. Sorry, blind. Gotta stop dogging blind on national television. They got some beasts on their coming. But anyways, yeah. So I was really hyped on that part.
Yuto's a talented skateboarder,
For a
man.
good style, bro. Like he's in the robot-esque, you know what I'm saying, where it looks automatic, but I like his style for some reason.
Yeah, and he's just getting started. He'll have to clean things up in run number 3. Kelvin Hoefler sitting in 5th place was sneaky. Gary said that he didn't see it in practice, and that all changed with the line on his first run. We'll see if he can put it together here on his second attempt.
He's got that board all lubed up, so it should be.
We can say lube? I got lube jokes.
Yes, you just did.
Well, I mean, you can't be sticking on the rails, man.
Nah, you can't. You don't want that. Ever. In any circumstance.
See, it's paying off. You see it? How well he just slid on that rail?
Yeah. Back on 80 nose grind. My mind is somewhere else anyway. I apologize. Yeah, not for him, but like just lube rails. I'm sorry.
Already a much better run than what we saw on
missed that Nollie
one.
Hurricane though, but that's like Nollie Cat free
what other word would suffice other than putting wax and saying lubing up your board? What else?
Now you good, but my head.
I got you.
The chair a little bit.
And I'm thinking, what else? What other word could I use? And
just wax. We good.
Wax.
Just wax up his board.
Yeah. Okay. I guess that works.
So Kelvin Hoefler has never missed the podium in his 4 previous X Games, but right now he's sitting in 5th place, and that one won't help him jump up. So he's going to put a lot of pressure on himself.
Standing on that.
To put it down.
It's locked. Locked and loaded.
In 81 for Kelvin Hoefler. I spoke too soon. That gets him at least temporarily into that bronze medal spot midway through run number 2.
He didn't fall.
It's not as cold as the 30s, man. When you get down in the 30s, you gotta get your parka
Shane O'Neal
out.
sitting up there with a jacket on right now.
He'd be shivering.
Cold world.
Nyjah Huston, he's on the outside looking in right now. He's about to drop to the course. Even Monterio leading the way with that 85 here in Shanghai.
刚才的一些精彩的画面回放，那么也是第2轮的目前已完成了7位选手，还有最后的3位，分别是 Jagger Eaton、Nyjah 还有 Huston。我们看到他们后面3位的选手第2轮分位，让我们的前3名产生一些变化。对，比赛非常白热化，这才第2轮就完成以及这个9轮的85的高分，而且还不是我们之前预想到的滑手。因为我们其实也知道，在第1轮的评分裁判会相对说保守一些，所以很多滑手会把他们厉害的部分藏在第2、第3轮以后才会拿出来。那么我们看看下面的 Jagger Eaton、Nyjah 还有 Nyjah 会不会把他们的厉害的部分。
Sound pretty.
Welcome back to the men's skateboard street final here at X Games Shanghai. We're midway through run number 2. Bit of a surprise. The rookie Ivan Monterio leading the way with the 85. Some of the heavy hitters yet still to drop in for their second runs, so that could all change, but really impressive to see some of the young cats, including Vincent Milou, right behind him there, holding down 1 and 2 early in this contest. Jagger Eaton had a silver medal.
He's got a lethal bag of tricks, this guy.
In mini.
One of the most talented all-around skateboarders, I think, in the last decade or so to come onto the scene.
Yeah, and Gary and I were talking about it. He got his start, as you know very well, in big air. To watch him transition now and to focus on street, you were always about pushing the boundaries and not wanting to be put in the pigeonholed into one space.
Yep.
It's got to make you proud to see a guy like Jagger really letting his wings fly.
To watch him flipping his board around there like one of the top street guys, which he's obviously proven he's on that level. He's also capable of skating every other discipline at X Games and capable of winning. So he is probably the most, I think, well-rounded, talented, modern skateboarder of all time right now. Watch that. Oh, that trick is really difficult, and it takes quite a bit of commitment to get that one.
He's looking a little ginger as he walks off, Gary.
He just left the rocks over there.
He's kicking rocks.
That kickflip back D was fire. That wall was kind of big. Yep.
Boom, boom.
That's low-key the same trick twice, but different, different aspects.
Different obstacles, but same basic.
The same
kind of concept.
Which is cool though, but I'm just saying, it's crazy.
It's all good. He's got a good backside flip, that's for sure.
For sure. Definitely.
So Jagger obviously getting one more run to try and stay his claim and get back onto the podium.
I'm saying 4. That's like a little, or no, maybe a 5th place little run.
If he can put his run together, if he can throw down like he was doing that in practice with that frontside blunt kick flip out, frontside flip out, the frontside or the flip to frontside blunt slide on the rail. If he can get both those tricks in the back, the kick flip back lip on the rail and all those flip tricks. Whoa, see, he fell too.
An 84 for Jagger Eaton.
I'm just looking around the room because it's cool. Hey.
That takes Jagger all the way into second place.
But you got to remember, he skated mostly everything, and it was just a fall, but he had heck of tricks. So that's probably what happened. I don't know.
Shane O'Neill is sitting in 10th place, had a bronze medal at X Games Sydney last year.
Shane is a force to be reckoned with, man. He is a lethal skateboarder.
Got the switch flip back lip. Nobody else doing that
We've
today.
never seen anyone quite like Shane O'Neill. We say it every year. The only guy who can beat Shane O'Neill is Shane O'Neill.
Facts. That's him and Nyjah got the same complex. It has to be their failures for your success.
Oh,
like that on a big front. But like, think about what he's going through in his head. He's like, bro, I do this in my sleep. I do this with no legs. I do this dead. I can do that trick dead. Oh, that's a makeup.
He did that in practice so nice. Like, couldn't really do it any better than I saw him do it, technique-wise. Amazing.
Look how high he did the switch flip though too. He was like, I'm getting this one because he like did that dark slide the first time. He marks on top of his board. Now the door heel front board. That rail is beautiful, man. When you skate that thing, it feels so good.
I mentioned the bronze medal in Sydney last year. He's coming in with some momentum, a third place finish in London at Street League just a week ago. Nyjah Huston, unfamiliar territory right now. He's currently off the podium, but if anybody can handle this sort of pressure, it's Nyjah.
I definitely tend to do good under pressure, and I think a lot of it just comes from me being a really competitive person. Also having that experience of skating contests for so many years now, I've gotten good at learning how to keep myself calm and not fold under pressure. But yeah, when it comes down to it, I mean, I'm having so much fun skating out there, but I'm really competitive. I'm always going out there trying to win.
For the longest time, Nyjah was the youngest cat out here. And then he was the teenager that was beating everyone. Now, all of a sudden, 24, almost 25.
Wrong.
He's one of the older guys, but his prime just keeps expanding.
Facts.
Yeah, he's come a long way since the over crook's bail right there. That's something he can do in his sleep usually.
But you remember him out here competing when you were doing big air and you saw this kid with dreads skating around the course.
No, I can relate. You know, I turned pro when I was 14, and I was always the little kid on the tour. And then you transform into a teenager, and then becoming an adult, and then all of a sudden you're like the older dude. It's like the trip how that happens, especially when you start when you're really young, because you kind of like, that gets ingrained in your brain that you're like the little dude. And then you grow up and you're like, wait, I'm supposed to be that little guy.
That's got to be the worst to go out on a go-to trick. That's got to be the worst. Like, you fall on that switch heel front board, you can be like, all right, I ain't did it all day. But
that was magical. You just stomped that.
Yeah, it's almost like ending it, just letting the field know,
look,
oh, by the way,
look,
I'll be back.
You're like, what? For real? Me? That? Today? Now? But then I get this. He didn't even turn that. He low-key, that's just that Nyjah finesse. He didn't even turn that over. Like, scraped his knee all that. That's what you get wearing little booty shorts, boy.
It's warm out, man. Gotta let those legs move.
Yeah, it is. It's kind of musty outside.
So as we said, the rookie Monterio leading the way with that 85. Nyjah Huston has his work cut out for him.
One more run.
He's got a final run to try and defend that goal. We see it looks like he's limping a little bit.
That bail earlier where he did the splits, that thing didn't look too pleasant. Who knows if that's catching up.
Well, at this point, as we await his score from the judges, one thing we know for sure, if Nyjah is going to win a 10th gold medal in this event, he's going to have to earn it, because he is currently on the outside looking in. We're so used to his contest career, him leading after that first run, and then there's no catching him. Wow, an 84.33. Nyjah Huston putting him all the way up into second place here in Shanghai.
For real?
Wow, that's awesome.
People here today in Shanghai watching a skateboard men's street final. Hey, what's up, what's up, what's up? 那你现在看到的就是这个 Shanghai 2019 Nyjah.
Sold out crowd here in Shanghai. Ready to bear witness for some history making. It's third and final run time here in the men's skateboard street final. A look at the standings, some familiar names up towards the top. Yvonne Monteiro, though, Gary Rogers, sitting in first place.
Yeah. I'm just so mad about that 270 lip late faking. Other than that, you're good. You earned it. He landed everything. He has a hard trick selection. Tray flip nose blunt was, I didn't even think he was really about to do it early. I thought he was going to have to wait till the pressure really kicked in. He got it early, so he's feeling good at the top spot. Now his nerves is calm on this big stage.
Before we went to break, we were waiting on that Nyjah squad. I didn't even get a chance to
It's literally a stage. It's like lifting. Sorry.
Danny Way for coming in and calling that run two with us. Big thanks to Danny Way for coming through.
Building a ramp over the Grand Canyon. Left to her finish. Backside flip.
You have no idea how right you are. Luan Oliveira, third and final run. He's sitting in seventh place. No, Luan.
Flipping that board, dude. Flipping that board.
I would say that Luan, okay.
Oh!
I would say Luan probably got less time on this course than anybody. I think he was the last one to get in. We didn't see him get much practice this week. The fact that he even qualified for the final is pretty impressive.
I don't need practice. Well, today he did. Bro, look how much control. He just walked off a switch. He was like,
so Luan Oliveira unable to push himself up in the standings. Always a treat though when we get to watch him in a skate contest.
that's how you pick.
So seventh place is where he stays. We move on to our current leader, 21-year-old X Games rookie, Yvonne Monteiro. Less than a point separates he and second place Nyjah Huston. What can he do, Gary, to give himself perhaps a little more breathing room?
Please don't do that one trick. I think he's gonna do it. Oh, that was a little bit better. I give him that. He turned it quick. All right.
Sped it up for you.
Speed it up. Oh, dude. No slide, nollie heel. Oh, he don't feel no. Okay. He a different breed.
Yvonne Monteiro is not playing.
Yeah, he knew, but he's ready for all this. He's ready for every inch of smoke they got.
Now here's the thing. You might think in another contest, oh, he left the door open, but the way judges are scoring this, a step off here, one fall there, doesn't seem to be shifting scores too much.
That was like the trick that probably put him in first, so for him to not get it, they're not going to give him that juice.
But everything else,
that was different because that's way harder than the nose slide nollie big. So to do the nose slide nollie heel, you know, it helps. But that was his big trick, so he might give him like 79 or okay, 81.
81.66. So Yvonne Monteiro now has to sit and wait. He's in gold medal position, but will he stay there? Jake Ilardi, sitting in 8th place, has skated this course so well, so uniquely. Still waiting for his best run of the day, though, Gary.
Had that barrel for Vindy. $720? Nose blunt. Okay. But then again, like I said, had it been like a fall on like a nose grind or Nyjah's overcrook, like something simple that you know you're just doing to like kind of get speed out of trick, like he fell on the 540, the thing that everybody was paying attention to, so the judges looking at that probably, and that's probably why you got the scores from earlier. If it's not, then I don't know what's going on. That's a 720 he landed that. Both his feet stayed on that couch. But yeah, then he ended with the big front board, so got the crowd going. I don't know how they gonna do that one, but if I'm paying attention to him trying to do that 540, I leave it like somewhere lower.
Certainly he saves his best for last. He moves up 1 spot in the standings, up into 7th place. What a showing for the X Games rookie, Jake Ilardi. Vincent Milou, he's just outside of the podium with that 83. Jagger Eaton 1 point better than him in 3rd place.
Kick board fake. Can he get the slide he wanted? All right. Cook up that rail.
Final 20 seconds for Milou.
I would have just stopped, but you're a man, so you got to keep going. Face adversity.
Our lone skater in the field from France, Vincent Milou, sitting in 4th place.
He'll probably have to take a nap in 4th place, huh?
Was trying to challenge Jagger Eaton for that bronze medal spot. Not quite the run he was hoping for, a 39.66. No mathematician, but I don't think that's better than his last run score. So 4th place is where he will stay.
Stevie Wonder would have told you that. Ray Charles, too, and Helen Keller.
Dashawn Jordan, Chandler, Arizona, stand up. He's sitting in 10th place. You ever been to Chandler?
No.
Or Arizona?
No. I've been to Arizona. Yeah, been to Arizona.
So Dashawn skated all so well all week, but right now he's in last place, Gary.
Finally got that laser flip. Big shrimp front board. Come on, young man, young man. Tray flip, flipping his board a bunch.
This is the best we've seen from Dashawn here today.
Got it.
Yup.
All right.
He's heating up.
Do a kickflip on flat ground. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Board slide up. Now that's simple, but that is the biggest rail out there, y'all.
Okay.
Oh, tray flip, no slide. They should count the last trick, whatever it is.
Dashawn Jordan, welcome to Shanghai.
There we go.
Oh my goodness.
There we go. That was, man, I forget what that one. Watch it get 74. Watch it. No, I'm just like. Finally gets that laser flip after landing. Primo's a little sketch. Kind of came stiff in the legs. Did that two-step lip. Water, though. There you go. That rail is huge, boy.
That had been the knockout punch to him his previous 2 runs.
Yeah.
But he puts it together here on his final attempt. He's in 10th place. Oh my goodness, a 91.66. Started from the bottom, now we hear the last to first place,
That is a
Dashawn
very
Jordan.
decent Drake reference. I give you that. I'm not rocking with bro right now. Drake, you beefing. But
Are you kidding me? Dashawn Jordan on his final attempt, taking over first place.
wow. Wow.
I got chills, man.
That's the AC's on.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Dashawn Jordan leaves no doubt about it. Our defending gold medalist, now in third place, hits the course for a chance at gold when he returns. Welcome back to the men's skateboard street final here at X Games Shanghai. And everyone here has bared witness to Dashawn Jordan setting this course ablaze.
Bro, it really got different quick.
Wow. Dashawn Jordan, current leader here. Just a few riders left to drop in for their final runs. Nyjah Huston currently in third place, Gary.
Dude, I don't think it's a bronze on his neck.
He only has 2 bronze medals in his X Games career. He's got some work to do. Monterio, the X Games rookie, he's in second place.
It's so funny when they play that replay. That 270 was so late that it's not even in the replay.
And Dashawn Jordan, right before break, put this down on his final attempt. He was in last place, Gary. Now he's in the gold medal spot.
It's crazy.
So there we see our current leader.
I think Shane O'Neal's in line with that 23.
Yeah, that is uncharted territory for Shane O'Neal. As you take a look at our standings, Shane obviously gets one more run here. But Dashawn Jordan, he's never medaled in his X Games career. Could he skate away with gold here in Shanghai? Yuto Horigome, he's sitting in 7th place. He looked so good on that first run with that score at 80. He's got some work to do right here on his final run.
Good back spin. Wow. You're not seeing that. That's what makes it fire. Ooh. Trade him into the bank.
What's he got? 15 seconds.
This last trick right here. Oh, boy! Jumped on the car. I love that trick, bro. I love that trick. I don't know. I'm saying for sure, that's like for sure second place, first
Scary.
I like that trick so much, and you're not finna see that, bro. That's the turn up. That's what makes skateboarding what it is. It's the different tricks. That needs to be scored way high. Bro, this trick is so hard, bro. Come on, bro. That's alley. Back 180, the switch front feeble.
Ice in his veins. Pressure ain't a thing to Yuto Horigome.
Nah, it ain't. It really not. There you go. That trick got to be scored so high because that's, I wouldn't do first place necessarily, but it's so different. I wouldn't even care.
Yuto saving his best for last. Was it enough? Dashawn with the 91.66 in first place. Monterio with the 85 in silver medal position. Nyjah holding on to that bronze medal spot at 84.33. What do they give Yuto? A 90 for Yuto Horigome. That puts him into silver medal position. Wow. We are witnessing progression in the realest way right now here at X Games Shanghai. Wow, and at least temporarily, Nyjah will be the last guy to drop in, of course. But right now, Nyjah is not even on the podium, and we're in final runs. Just FYI, chew on that.
Monterio messing up his day right now.
Kelvin Hoefler, all he's ever done is medal at X Games. Right now, he's in 7th place.
Ollie knows one. Big front side air. Full cat backflip. Back when he nose grind. Wow. Back tail up. Oh, that's different. Missed that. He missed that. That was nothing.
Kelvin Hoefler, he had been putting one together. Gary
The
Rogers,
shirt
and
will
he
remain
just couldn't finish.
Unripped.
We will have
that messed with his head. You could tell because he even coming that crook correctly. That messed with his head to not get into that nollie cab back feeble.
Kelvin has been so deadly on this X Games stage. And for the first time in his X Games career, here in his 5th X Games appearance, he will not be earning a medal.
That's insane.
In 82, he bests his score, but that gives you an idea of how competitive it's been. He doesn't even move up the standings with that one. Again, if you're just joining us, Dashawn Jordan is our leader with that 91.66 he earned on his final attempt. He was in last place. Will he hold on? Jagger Eaton, he's sitting in 5th place.
Bro, you see how good he's coming in on that front feeble? Switch nose grind. 270 lip. Go ahead, skateboard Bieber.
Everything on point thus far. Last 10 seconds.
Nose blunt. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, that buzzer sounded like it got in his head, like it went off when he flew air. They need to either get a little.
Everything about this run was proper. He just needed to wrap things up.
That wasn't proper, but everything else was right. Look, that buzzer went off right when. Dang, cold world. You got on short sleeves.
So Jagger Eaton in 5th place was trying to save his best for last on that final attempt. Another look at our leader, Dashawn Jordan. An 84. So again, 5th place is where Jagger Eaton will stay. Shane O'Neill. Sitting in 10th place, can he follow the Dashawn Jordan handbook and put himself into first?
No, sir. He's about to look. He don't care. It's like, I got Yuto on my team. I don't care. No, I'm just playing. It's not that he's competitive. He's still just really good, and he knows he's really good. So, look. How you live from that? He just walked off of that.
Shane O'Neill will never be
He said his
defined.
foot hurt. He said he hurt his foot. That's why he hasn't been skating that much. So that's probably really messed with him too.
Shane won't be defined at how he finishes at an X Games.
No,
He's brought so much to the table, but
Watch
we
watch
expect him
parts.
because he is so
Watch
good.
them street parts. If you are new to what's going on here, type in Shane O'Neill on your YouTube and you will know that today ain't got nothing. A 13, oh my God, bro.
He's so good, he's so automatic. We always expect him to be in contention for a gold medal, but today it wasn't his day. Let's turn our attention now to Nyjah Huston. He's currently in 4th place.
Wow.
There you see Dashawn Jordan, our current leader with the 91.66. You're talking about a guy who's never medaled at X Games, ahead of the guy who's got more gold medals than anyone in the history of this discipline. Nyjah Huston is our defending gold medalist. He's trying to win his 10th ever in this contest. It all comes down to this.
Hey, bro, your little speech just actually got me in the I'm not gonna lie. The way you just got that out, all right. I'm low-key excited. Okay,
Gary, Nyjah lives for these moments. He's not accustomed from coming from behind, but he's gonna have to do just that.
Come on, kickflip. It's looking like that story, y'all. It's looking like that story, y'all. It's looking like that story.
Everyone in the field going, where have we seen this before? Nyjah Huston. Yes! Are you kidding me?
It's like when Steph just starts turning up in the 4th quarter. He's just like, bro, did you really get 20 points? But I don't know about, because it's kind of like how he won last year. So for me, that's crazy. But that's really crazy, but
Nyjah Huston didn't look like Nyjah Huston through his first 2 runs. That all changed right here on the final run of the contest.
Can we deduct because he clicked trucks or something? What can we do? Now, I'm not going to hate. I wanted to succeed, but I told y'all, bro, it was looking easty right when he got that back over quick. I was like, oh, y'all can forget about it. Look, Volgana.
15 X Games
Bro,
medals.
the same trick, but it's so crazy because how he buckled earlier on it.
Was that the performance that earns him number 10 in the men's street contest? A 94, Nyjah Huston with the walk-off. wasn't even on the podium. And on the final run of the contest, Nyjah secures his 10th gold medal.
Congratulations, Nyjah. Do you purposely do that? Wait till the end for the dramatic effect?
Absolutely not, man. That was, it's never tough beating a score like a 91, that's for sure. And I can't believe I landed that. I didn't even land any in practice. My foot hit the rail on the way up. Somehow made it happen, fuck.
What does this 10th X Games gold medal in skateboard street mean to you?
Man, it means a lot. It's crazy. I've been skating X Games since I was 11 years old now and been winning over the years, and it doesn't get any easier. You know, you always got the new guys out here, Yuto, Dashawn, Ivan, all the dudes killing it. So I'm stoked to still be out here competing on a winning level.
And we're stoked for you, man. Where do you go from here?
Oh, man, keep sending it. It goes on.
Congratulations once again, Nyjah. Unreal, man. Unreal.
Nyjah Huston.
I want to cuss.
That was unreal. We've seen him win so many different ways, but Gary Rogers, that may be the most dramatic fashion we've ever seen Nyjah Huston take gold at X Games.
For sure.
Oh my goodness. Lest we forget though, Dashawn Jordan and Yuto Horigome, they both came in at the same time in 2017, uber talented, yet to find the podium. That all changed here today.
I'm glad Dashawn was able to get his run, but Nyjah did the blunt kick flip and came through, skated the rainbow rail, just the different obstacles obviously just hit his score, turned him up, nollie heel nose blunt. That's the, you know, dramatic effect. Last try, last go, the pressure, all that's clutch. So I can deal with that.
Like Tiger on Master Sunday. He just had that look in his eyes on that final attempt. Congratulations to our entire field. Yuto Horigome with the bronze, Dashawn Jordan with the silver, and Nyjah Huston. Unbelievable finish as he saves his absolute best for last, earning his 10th straight gold medal. What a show here in Shanghai. Big thanks to Danny Way, Jack Matrani, Gary Rogers. I'm Brandon Graham. Thanks so much for watching.
So welcome to the Shanghai X Games Men's Street Final， 那经过刚刚非常戏剧化的。